We're going to start a few of these saws. You got to turn it on. I just want to show you a small fraction of my Husqvarna collection. I've got one about every family we got here. I'm going to start out with this 50 special. If you've seen one of the videos, it's got it had zero compression. I mean, I could take one finger, pull it up just like this. Hadn't ran in 15 to 20 years. We cleaned it up just a little bit. Put some oil on top of the piston for a while, let it set, maybe to loosen up the rings. And actually started it. Put some fresh gas in it, started it. You saw that video. I am actually going to take this. I'm probably going to put a top end kit on it, maybe a cylinder kit on it, and see if we can't get it running and make a great saw out of this little 50cc Husqvarna 50. You know, here's another one I'm really excited about. It's a Husqvarna 262. I am excited about this. It's the same way. It's going to have, I'm probably going to put a top end kit, piston and rings. I'm basically going to leave it a 262. I know these were famous saws for high RPM and getting through the wood quick. So basically just got to get me a side cover, clean it up, put a piston and rings in it, and I think this is going to make us a great saw. One of my good friends who I do some work for, you've seen in one of the other videos, we overhauled one of his 562s. He's brought me another 562 to overhaul and get it running for him. And in exchange, he brought me 3 262s, 4 570s, as you're going to see one of them in just a minute. He brought me this 50, and he also brought me this next saw that I'm going to show you. I'm really excited about this, and this is the Workhorse right here, the 365 Special. This one has a ton of compression. So we're going to clean it up, fire it up. I've already fired this saw up, and I'm going to start some of these saws for you. It is, like I said, it's single digits out here right now. It took 3 pulls and that saw started up. So this is going to be a great saw, 565, 365 special. I'm excited about this saw. It's one of the workhorses. It's one of the workhorses, friends, out there. It's probably one of the better saws. It's a legend in its own right. I've got a top cover coming that we're going to put on it. It's due to come in any day. We're going to go ahead and bar this up, put a chain on it, clean it up, and we're going to go out and stick it in the wood and see just where it stands. I may have to come in later and put a piston and ring in it, clean it up, but we're going to see what we can do. I will probably leave this one stock. I may go up one size, take it up just a little bit more, but these 365s, they're just workhorses, and so we're gonna go with that. And I'm pretty excited about this saw. Now the next saw I got, you saw the video on this earlier, and this is this 445. I picked this up at an estate sale for $35, and you saw this saw run. This saw hadn't been started in probably a month. Let's see what it'll do. Let's take this off. You know, this is a really good saw, just shy of 50 cc's. I think this is a 47 cc saw, actually 47.5 cc. The next saw I want to bring out is the 570. Now these are old workhorse saws, 68 cc saws, so I'm real excited about it too. I think I got 4 out of it. I'm going to try to at least make 1 or 2 runners and have 2 for part saws, and that's the way it is. These back to these 262s. I think I've got 3 saws total. I can take 2, make 2 good ones out of them, and just going to be overall good saws. So As you can kind of see here, I got the 50, the 262, the 365, which is a smaller saw, but going up, 445, and got the 570. So we've got about one in every family. If there's another one that you think I need to really get and is in a family that I don't have, please let me know. Leave it in the comments. Tell me what you think about these saws. Tell me which one is the favorite of all these saws that you see I have here. I've actually have got close to 20 saws. I've got some old McCullochs, 2 old McCullochs, or 3, actually 4 McCullochs. I lose track. 4 McCullochs, 4, 5, 6 Homelites, vintage Homelites. I got a Garwinter 62 20 saw here, and then I have a couple Steels and a couple other saws. So I think overall we got about 20. We're going to be getting the majority of all these running, put them in the wood. I'm going to show you some tips and tricks of ways to go about this. I have been a master ASE tech since the 80s. Also a diesel instructor for going on close to 25 years. Diesel and automotive instructor. Worked for Caterpillar. Worked on some of the big monster cat machines. I was the engine specialist for that. So I've got a lot of tricks that I'm going to do with these saws that I've learned over the years, and just show you the right way to go out and work on these things, about not getting in a hurry and taking your time, and just watching what you're doing, and just paying close attention. You can learn a lot when you tear these saws apart in order to get them back together. So stick with us. Let's see if this big 570 will start. Again, it's almost 0 degrees outside, so these are cold starts. That was 3 pulls to get this big 570 running. Let's go. Jerry's got to be smarter than a saw. Half the time he tries to start them with the kill switch, if you haven't already figured that out. And I know you're sitting there going, come on, dummy, turn the switch on. Or, hey, Bob, let's step back and watch this. How long it takes him to figure that out. Hey, I've been doing this for a long time, and I'm by far perfect, and you're going to see a lot of those mistakes. So, let's try this 50. Remember this 50? It really don't have any compression at all, but let's see if we can get this thing fired up this morning. I know these recoils don't want to, they sure don't want to come back in today. It's so cold. Hey, look at that. Let's try the 262. This one might be a little tougher to get going. It's maybe a little too cold. Maybe not enough compression to pull the fuel around. You know, friends, for this thing not having any compression much at all, I think the best we got out of it was about 86, but I really quit messing with that at the time. It's probably, it may have about that now. What happened was this old cylinder got dry and these rings stuck, been set in 15 to 20 years without ever being pulled over. It took us maybe 5 minutes and we got it started. So I'm hoping this thing comes back around, but this thing, if everything is right, it's probably up around 150 PSI on compression. It's not something we can go out and bury in the wood right now and expect to get a lot out of it. Matter of fact, we can just do more damage to it if we did. So we're going to rebuild all these saws. The 570 here, it's ready to go get in the wood. And so we're going to go put it in the wood. This 562, we got a piston and ring coming for it. I'll probably do a gasket delete on it and hone this cylinder out. And if it's bad, I'll have to get a cylinder. But I believe in using what you can original. So I'll come in and I'll hone this cylinder up. I'll probably come in and port it just a little bit. Take a little bit out of the ports, clean them up just a little bit so the air flow better through there. But I'm excited about this 262 just because of the RPMs, you know, 14.5, somewhere in that neighborhood. We'll get it in the wood, hopefully get about 12 grand out of it in the wood. And it's going to rip through. And being a little bit lighter saw, a little smaller frame saw, I'm really excited about that. Then the old Workhorse, the old 365 special, between the 570 and the 365, I can use the same bar. I can put the 24 on either one of these, and it's going to make a great saw. These right here, these 365s, are the ones that you can take. And I was mentioning the steel a while ago about taking like an 066 piston and getting a cylinder and putting on here. You saw where the Iron Horse made one for bucking. He got that 86er. It's one of his favorite saws. So Iron Horse, you gave me a lot of good pointers. I hope you're watching this. I'm going to take this. I may take this 365 eventually and make an 86er out of it as well. So I might be picking your brain just a little bit on that one. So very popular saws. These are legends in their own right, these 365s. And so you can tell we've got a lot of good saws here to work with. I've got a lot of spare saws that I'm going to build in conjunction with these. Hey, I appreciate it. I hope you stick around, watch more of our videos. Hey, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. Please share this out with your friends. I got a playlist that is solely chainsaws and equipment repair. So take a look at that playlist. We got several of these on here. Let's see if we can get this thing to fire off again. Appreciate you joining us, friends.